If you had a blind spot that was creating confusion or lack of communication, or even causing the people that you've been called by God to lead to revolt against your leadership, would you want to know it? I know I would. So stick with me here, because I'm going to answer a little bit more of that question, and I want to share with you a verse. 1 Timothy 4:16. Paul instructed Timothy to pay close attention to yourself, he said to his protege. So as you do that, as you develop yourself, pay close attention to yourself. Why? It will ensure the salvation, not only of yourself, but also all those that you lead. Well, this is a powerful verse, my friends, and I want to share a story and tie this into blind spots on an invitation. When my boys were 17 years old, I got twin boys, they're 22 now, serving in the United States Navy, so proud of them. But when they were 17 years old, I realized something about myself, a blind spot that I didn't know I had. In my personality, in my type, I realized that I genuinely care deeply for people, and I want them to understand the fullness of God's calling and their gifts, their passions, their positions, and how those merge or converge into a sweet spot of calling and help them to fulfill everything that God's called them to be. And so I challenge people, I encourage people to get better and better and better. And when I was reared young, as a young man, my dad never said I love you, never affirmed me much, unless it was through the slurs of his drunkenness. So I sought to do different. I affirmed. I told him every day that I love you, and I would add different things. This is what you could do better. This is what you could do better. My full intent was to help them achieve all that God wanted them to be and to do. And what I found out over time, though, not till they were 17, unfortunately, was that they took a lot of those affirmations and encouragement as thinking that they could never measure up. That was like a sucker punch to my emotional windbag. And I tell you what, one of the things that helped me realize this and to do different with them in the last year or so I had left, and even apologize for what I didn't realize I was doing, was the Enneagram tool. I realized some of the tendencies that I had, and I saw those blind spots. I talked with them, and now with my 15-year-old daughter, I am working at being different. This was a way of paying close attention to myself to get better as a leader to my own family, a leader to others in the organizations and the community positions God's given me to lead. So my friends, pay close attention to yourself. Grow in your blind spot.